On October 4, 2023, Pope Francis transcended ecclesiastical boundaries with his apostolic exhortation Laudate Deum, infusing the sacred into the urgent discourse on climate change. In a groundbreaking fusion of faith and environmental stewardship, the Pontiff extends a clarion call to protect our common home, Earth. As Pope Francis intricately weaves spiritual and ecological threads, Laudate Deum emerges as a guidepost challenging believers and global citizens alike to harmonize their reverence for God with a profound commitment to safeguarding the planet. Join us, the Trinitarians in India, during this Advent season as we unpack the profound messages woven into this magnum opus for a meaningful preparation and celebration of Christmas.
My dear brothers and sisters, today I would like to share with you a serious study about climatic conditions that it can make great effects on our future. Pope Francis in Laudate Deum puts before us a study which shows the excess of greenhouse gases which is emitted to our atmosphere without control. Here, Pope Francis says that until 19th century, the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere was below 300 parts per million. But in the middle of the 19th century, by the introduction of Industrial Revolution and development, the emission of greenhouse gases started to cross its limits. And now, within this 50 years period of time, the release of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere increased significantly. The Mauna Loa Observatory, which records the daily measurement of carbon dioxide since 1958, reveals the alarming rate of CO2 in the atmosphere. In the recent past, the emission was 400 parts per million, and in June 2023, it reached the peak level, that is 423 parts per million. But what really shocks us is that 42% of total net emission since 1850 were produced after 1990. As an after effect, the whole world witnesses the rise of temperature in an unpredictable manner. Within this short period of time, the increase in atmospheric temperature reached 0.15 degrees Celsius per decade, and it is a double of last 150 years' time. If the trend continues, within 10 years, we will reach the recommended maximum global ceiling of 1.5 degrees Celsius. We would be aware that the rise in temperature has not occurred in the Earth's surface alone, but also several kilometers high in the atmosphere and in the depths of the ocean. This resulted in the acidification of ocean, reduction of oxygen level in the ocean, and the rise of sea level due to melting of glaciers. My dear brothers and sisters, it is true that we the humans are the only reason for the sole environmental problems. Yesterday we had everything, today we misuse that, so what about tomorrow? What about others who is yet to come to this world? Don't they have the rights to live with all this? Every Advent reminds of a loving Father who saw the cry of his subjects and sent his only Son. Advent speaks of a simple village lady who saw the possibility and a moral obligation in her to save the world and respond positively to God's love. It is also talks about an obedient Son who for our sake sacrificed himself. As a Christian, now it is our turn to take action and to save the world. At this Advent season, let us take a decision that I will reduce the use of crackers in my celebration. May Christ help us to build a better world. Amen.